Planet of the Apes is directed by Tim Burton and it serves as a remake of the 1968 film version. The film stars Mark Wahlberg, Tim Roth, Helena Bonham Carter, Michael Clarke Duncan, Chris Christopherson, Estella Warren, and Paul Giamatti, and it tells the story of astronaut Leo Davidson, played by Mark Wahlberg, who crash lands on a planet inhabited by intelligent apes. The apes treat humans as slaves, but with the help of an ape named Ari, played by Bonham Carter, Leo starts a rebellion as he seeks to return home. All right. So development for Planet of the Apes remake started as far back as 1988. Yeah, but there was a lot of production delays and creative differences that ensued, and this movie got stalled. But eventually, at the end, everything was later resolved and was put back together. Tim Burton was hired as director, and the script was rewritten. And I did not look this movie up. Um, I did not look this movie up. So when the movie was over and I saw like the credits, when the credits appeared and it said directed by Tim Burton, I was like, that really surprised me because I love Tim Burton. Beetlejuice, and he directed Batman with Michael Keaton as Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Um, I was, I was surprised because like this movie is pretty much it's the exact same thing as the original film. It's just a repeat. Maybe there are some blends and maybe amalgamations of like the the sequels, but like like a little sprinkles of them, but like this is a really bad movie. This is not a good remake of the original film. I mean, Tim Burton did his best, but he did not write the script. He did not write the script, and he didn't produce this movie. So I can't really blame Tim Burton on that one. But yeah, this is a real big letdown. From the original one, from the original film. That's not really much to it because like the original film was great. You guys have seen my reviews. Go if you haven't, check it out. But yeah, it's just this is a huge step down. Um, but like the script is just so confusing. The story is so confusing, especially the ending. The ending confused the hell out of me, and I looked it up like on Rotten Tomatoes and the scores and just everything and reading the reviews. Now I understand why. And check this and check this out. Like this is what the actor and Tim Burton said, the director of this film, had to say for this. The ending of this movie was very confusing. Was very confusing. The plot was confusing, and the ending was just was poorly executed. Tim Roth, who portrayed General Thade, said, I cannot explain that ending. I have seen it twice and I don't understand anything. Helena Bonham Carter, who portrayed Ari, said, I thought it made sense, kind of. I don't understand why people went. It's a time warp thing. He's gone back and he realizes that he's beat him there. But the ending was ambiguous. Although the ending was ambiguous, it was closer to the ending of the actual book, from the actual novel, than was the ending of the 1968 Charlton Heston movie version. But Yeah, like Tim Burton explained that the ending was not supposed to make any sense. It was intended to be confusing because it was more of a cliffhanger, um, to be explained in a possible sequel, a sequel that never happened because it was canceled, and the whole Planet of the Apes movies, this whole franchise, rebooted with the 2011, like a decade later, literally a decade later, with Rise of the Planet of the Apes, with Andy Serkis. But yeah, it just this movie is a failure. It's a failure of the film, and as a remake, it's not good. It's not a good. It's one of the. It's probably a really um. This is not a good movie. This is not a good movie. And I read it online that this film won worst remake at the 22nd Golden Raspberry Awards. Oh God. But yeah, the acting wasn't that great. The acting's not great, guys. Overall, like the acting isn't great. Is not great. The plot is confusing and contrived and complicated. The ending is just ambiguous. Like I said, it's ambiguous, and I can see how it serves as a cliffhanger and setting up for a potential sequel, but it just, yeah. I will say this: the prosthetic makeup designs, like the makeup, the prosthetics designs, the visual as the this movie is visually amazing to look at. You feel like this is a Tim Burton movie, you know. Um, and this movie went on and became the ninth highest grossing film of 2001. So I mean, you got that going for you, but yeah, the rest of this movie is just really bad and poorly executed. Not really. It has great actors, but they don't really give their best performances. This is, in this film. But anyway, um, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Planet of the Apes. This is a really bad remake, and I'm glad Rise of the Planet of the Apes um rebooted this whole franchise and now into like greatness and amazingness. But anyway, thank you so much everyone for taking time listening to my review, my thoughts. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that would help me out a lot. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.